First thing that I needed to do was design the pickup ring. And I had never done 3D printing before. I asked around a bit, and a few people recommended this site called Tinkercad is a pretty easy way to start playing with 3D design. And I tried it out. The one thing that's fun, they have a bunch of tutorials. I did some of those. They were definitely helpful because it's not the easiest thing to use. But you can look for existing designs and copy them and play with them. And if you do search for that, you can find things like this one and this one that I played around with. I think I made a copy of this and experimented with it because it's pretty similar to what I needed to do. But that was for basically a Gibson style. So none of the measurements were right. What I ended up doing, rather than starting from that and trying to change it to fit what I had, I started from scratch. If you search in here for Danelectro, you will find my design. It's this one. And it was definitely quite a learning curve figuring out how to do this. I had to combine a number of different shapes to build up what I wanted. Figuring out how to make countersunk screw holes like this. Whoops. Zooming in and out and controlling the camera is tricky. Yeah, the screw holes took some figuring out. How to properly do rounded corners was not super obvious because it turns out one annoying thing in Tinkercad is they don't come out symmetrical unless the shape that you're doing is symmetrical. The rounding depends on the shape. So if you have a rectangle, you won't get the rounding you expect. It needs to be a square or a cube. So basically, I ended up starting with a cube and doing rounded corners and then chopping it down. So kind of a weird process. Wasn't that intuitive, but eventually figured out how to hack it into what I wanted. And this is my first attempt at doing something like this. I wasn't sure how well it would work out, but I exported this. I figured I would get it printed cheaply, not really care that much about how nice the material is. See if it fits, see if it works, see if this project is even going to work out at all. And then if I really like it, then maybe I can get it printed on something nicer. I looked around for printers. I found this site called Xometry, and that's what I ended up doing. So I got my pickup ring printed for about $7.39, including shipping. And that's what I did, and it arrived.